weight when we start talking managing and all that stuff. It's about chasing wins. You gotta be careful. And that's something that we've been very disciplined throughout. Last week in Tampa, we could push the envelope, but then you saw what happened with in Toronto. He was fresh and he was really good. So you have to play the game, right? And we know that whatever we do tonight is to accomplish what we set to do before the season starts. But we gotta be smart about it.
After you did that once in July, was there any particular reason you haven't gone back to it with Chapman for?
We haven't. I don't think. I think at that moment it was very important for us.
Yeah.
Very important for us.
You've got Harrison on the mound today. It seems like a lot of your young guys have stepped up into big league baseball. Their stuff is MLB ready. Obviously, the mental it'll come along. But what do you think your pitching staff, the work they've done to get guys like Tolle, Early, and Harrison ready to be impact pitchers?
Yeah, I think throughout the offseason, everybody talked about decision players and the big three, whatever you want to call it. But the pitching has been amazing. The guys that have come up here, that have contributed, and they're not here just to get their feet wet. They're here to win games, and so far so good.
How would you compare that to recent years? How would you compare just kind of the available depth in the pipeline?
It's night and day. I thought we were deep going into the season. We were deeper, to be honest with you. I mean, these guys took a step forward, and they're part of the equation. And we didn't hesitate when we needed it, and we're not hesitating to throw them out there and try to help us win games.
The fact that they weren't even not that they weren't on your radar, but generally weren't at the beginning of the season. How just impressive is that, and just for them, but also I guess the organization.
Yeah, as an organization, you got to tip your hat, to PD. They've done an amazing job. Not only making them better, stuff-wise, but make them ready to come here and compete. That's the most important thing. Throughout the years, I've seen it. Guys come here with stuff and it doesn't happen. But these guys, they're really good. Good kids, good teammates, and they're having fun with this.
Bucks, what have you seen with Trevor's throws from shortstop? Is there?
I think it's rhythm. He likes to throw the ball on the run. I think the one yesterday, I thought he was going to do a 360 and get rid of it, and then he got stuck. But he went out there and worked a little bit today with Flo and Ramon. So one of those you go through hitting slumps, and right now he's in one of those defensive.
I mean, particularly given the time of year, do you worry that something like that gets in a player's head and starts thinking too much?
You always worry about that, but where he's at mentally, no. He's in his room.
Alex, how pleased were you with the trip to set you up for this opportunity?
It was a good one. To go to Tampa with that pitching staff and take 2 out of 3, and go to Toronto against one of the best teams in the big leagues and take 2 out of 3. It was huge. Doesn't matter how, right? Yeah, the happy flag, all that stuff. Yeah, it's great, but it's 4-2. It doesn't matter, and we got here understanding that we just have to win one game, right? And the guys did an amazing job. They did well. They battled. Even yesterday, in the last inning, we put pressure on them. So we're playing good baseball right now.
Tiene que ser Harrison para repetir lo que hizo contra Tampa Bay, sobre todo con la importancia de la serie, la inexperiencia de juegos grandes, todo lo que viene. Y la afición aquí obviamente en Fenway Park va a estar prendida esta noche.
Yo creo que tirar strike el primero es lo más importante. El stuff es bueno, la recta juega, así que es un equipo que va a marchar con nosotros, ¿verdad? Los zurdos de nosotros contra los derechos de ellos, los derechos de nosotros contra los zurdos de ellos. Pero lo más importante es tirar strikes, y si hacemos eso vamos a tener.
What have you seen from Justin Wilson against lefties the last couple of months?
The walks last week, the last 2 weeks. Yesterday, he had him 0-2, and we tried to go up and stay. He was in strike zone. If that pitch is up, probably he gets some. But it's one of those. Willow has been great for us throughout the season.